asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Murder beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And that's the kind of streak you don't see too often in today's NFL since there's so much parity. So the way they've played has been truly remarkable.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in 2019 from Ohio State. It's Dwayne Haskins.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Play action. Haskins under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
The offensive starters now for the Broncos.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
Now it's Haskins. And he's going to be brought down. back at his own 6-yard line. Montez Sweat in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Check. Look. Squeeze. Check out. Ready.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it, baby. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Broncos' 46-yard line.
Mike 57. Look at me. Zipper. Now.
2nd and 5. And this is incomplete. A look now at the starters defensively for the Broncos. Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
57 Mike 57. Hey, they scared. Joker. 25, check 25. You got tight. Right. Go out. Tighten up. Now.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Undercrunch. Switch. Watch twist. Deuce. Hard. He's checking. Hey. They go.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now back to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 18.
61, matchbox, White. Hey, Sam on. Check 3. Check it out, read. Out. Go. Hey, turn it out.
On 1st down, Barkley. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games. but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
Ready, ready. 8, read. You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Hey, switch gears. Watch safety 3.
Big rip.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Saquon Barkley with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
A try here for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. That time, a 9-play drive. And the rookie Saquon Barkley, the one who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. A look at the numbers for Mac from last week. 19 carries, 62 yards.
I'm so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they're doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Haskins to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Check 52. Hey, Echo. 31's the mic. Hey, watch the slant. 31's the mic. I'm coming for you. You mine. Kill.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped.
Slam. Check 24. Watch the twist.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there for the Dolphins. 64 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready to break. 57, run. Watch the run, watch the run. Check 37, check 37. Alert flare, flare. No. Off. Kill. Down.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Shift, watch the shift. Shift. Slam. He's coming. Double up. Yep. He's coming, double up. Get it.
On second down now, Barkley. Well, they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
Go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the second time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Haskins, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's Haskins. Here's Johnny Hacker now. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. It's been a good first half. So far, they're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go as we saw there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They're going to try to jet sweep on 3rd and long. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way. I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Go, go! 31's the mark. 5. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. John Ross, 77 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. And they're able to get the connection on a long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, right.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Here's 2nd and 8. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
They're going to look to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before? It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big pickup of 38.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big time.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. O.J. Howard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here.
On the double. 57. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Watch out.
Kill.
Watch out.
Leo. Bang, bang. 30
36, 36.
Showing it, showing it.
Watch the ship.
Fair.
Watch the ship, watch the ship.
Check 9.
Go. Chance.
Fire.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Ready.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Check the ball.
And now they're in the hurry up.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball. Check. Crunch.
Check.
Yes. Now.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Rock it.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Jam. Hey, lock it. Go. Get it.
They'll run with Barkley. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Complete to Bryant. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
Let's get off the field.
Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
You're not ready. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Look, squeeze. Check. Lucky. Be driven.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
54, check. Watch 54.
Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Looking to throw, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. To try again after the sack. Haskins. That's caught by Howard. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. The offense on third down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Here's Haskins to throw. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mack off the draw play. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and under pressure again, and down he goes again. Montez Sweat in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check three, check three, check three. Bravo. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Get it.
Back to throw here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They'll drop the throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
I'm going to hit you.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Mike's 54.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Schwartz. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
You better be afraid of me.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Dawson Knox, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Point after, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So the Broncos coming out now. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Haskins. And he finds Howard complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Third down. Here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing just outside his own goal line. That's taken on the 25. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Push him back. Hey, Haywood.
31's the mic. Man, that's trash. That's trash. 31's the mic. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. 31's the mic. I got you. I got you.
Why? Get wide.
Check, check, check.
Deep grip.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
31's the mic. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. 31's the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming. 31's the mic. Hey, defense. Hey, defense, let's go. Whip. Watch the whip. Check 30.
2nd and 10. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Miami, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10.